Runes is coming. Are you ready for that? And you want 100x, then maybe this is the play for you. So let's do it and let's get it. What's going on, people? My name is Aaron and welcome to UX Crypto. Hope all of you are doing fantastic out there, and this is the best place to find them altcoin gems to get 100, 1,000, even more X's, right? So if you're ready for that, if you've not heard about runes or anything like that, then I'm about to show you a bit more about it. So let's get into it. So this is it. All right, you lot are ready for that? Okay, so maybe you've seen these stones before or anything like this, okay? Maybe you haven't, okay? But this is all to do with ordinals and runes and all that fun stuff. So today I'm going to show you a bit more about that and just try and, get you guys in the spirit of what's about to happen. Yes, the time is running out. If you saw the thumbnail, we've only got a couple of days left in this narrative. Well, it's going to carry on, but obviously we're early to the narrative. Okay, so let's quickly show you a bit more about that. So we have 8 days until the halving, right? So literally 8 days, 13 hours, so a little bit longer than 8 days, but time is running out for us. Okay, and I'm going to break this down to why you need to care all about runes. Okay, so if you guys watching this channel, obviously subscribe if you're new, if you haven't. But I was telling you about this whole narrative, right? The death of BRC20s and the rise of, and that is runes, and that was 2 months ago. Okay, so definitely come and check that video out if you haven't seen it, and just write in BRC20, and then I'll show you and tell you all about this whole narrative even more in detail, on exactly which ones I'm kind of looking at and all that. But yeah, what is all this fun stuff? So this whole narrative obviously started from Casey Radamore, the Bitcoin artist, as I was saying there, and this guy come up with the ordinal theory, and he's the first guy to create ordinals. So this is ordinals if you haven't seen Audi, and yes, it did an absolute beast. It's actually a 500 million market cap, and once upon a time it went to, what did it go to? It went to this. It went to nearly 2 billion market cap, as you can see there, 1.85 billion. So, a big narrative inside of that. And this is where basically there's NFTs or anything built on top of Bitcoin, right? So obviously with these big financial institutions caring more about Bitcoin and buying it up, this is a way to basically have like layer twos, right, on top of it. So this is where this is so important. But what actually happened was Casey came out of ordinals, right, Audi and all this stuff. And then basically what happened with that is he realized you couldn't scale on it, so then he needed to think of a new type of program, and that is runes. And runes is coming out on the halving. Okay, so this is why this has all been well, it's not even been front run yet. If you're watching this, you're very much early to this whole narrative. Lots of people haven't even caught on to this, but these are all valuable, and I'll break that down to why it all is valuable. But yeah, the battle is on, right? So the battle of fungible BRC20s versus runes. Who rules the Bitcoin token game? Okay, so personally I think that both of them are going to stay around. One obviously clogs the network up, which is BRC20s, and runes is designed so it won't clog the network up. So obviously this is going to be potentially a better solution, but at the same time, those miners are greedy, so they're not going to care, and they're just going to do what they want to do anyway, right? So yeah, it's definitely something to think about right there. But the whole ecosystem is obviously getting a bit bigger now with that, right? So this is the law of the land now. Okay, so the ecosystem is pre-rune. So people, what they are doing, including myself and anyone who's obviously subscribed to me, or if you've been paying attention or you're part of my Patreon, I've been looking at different ones of these, right, and been very aware of this whole runes development for a long time. And yeah, but now it's, for example, Runestones is out, but the first one was Arsic, right? So I'm bullish on Arsic. And then we've got BTC Machine, we've got Runes Guardians, Rune Pups. You've got Rune Mania, Rune X, Game of Blogs, Bitcoin Boreals, a whole bunch of other ones, right? And then also the tools that everyone's using. For example, we've got like Magic Eden, OKX, the main parts of this stuff, different launch pads it seems, and yeah, some tooling around this as well. So it's not a big ecosystem right now, but just remember, this is the boss, right? This is all on Bitcoin, so very early if you're paying attention to this stuff. So this is where this is potentially still 100x opportunity or more. So yeah, definitely be paying attention. So some stuff around this is, if you go onto Magic Eden, if you've not heard of this site, it's a really good site for these. You can see what's actually trending and going up and stuff. So for example, runestones, there is something going on right now where if you own runestones, they're going to be dropping some dog meme that you actually saw in the beginning of that video what I showed you. So that's, if you hold this, then you'll be getting a free airdrop for that. So that's why this is number one at the moment. But you can see here, you've got rune pups, you've got a whole bunch of things all ranked in the top now, right? So this narrative is big, it's bullish, and lots is going on, right? So obviously you've got the originator here as well, R6 meta protocol. This is really, really cool. I'll show you a bit more about that as well. So for example, runestones currently actually up overall. You can see this here, people starting to get attention now, runestones, and obviously that's the number one right there. Also RSIC, which I'm bullish on, it has been going up recently, so pretty level headed, but still not a bad price, 11% in one day. So the narrative is starting to pick up now. You can see this, and you know, if you actually bought this a while ago, like 2 months ago, you would be getting free, like basically how these act, right? They are mining. So they're mining runes, so specific blocks, but it's all kind of based on the promise right now that they are going to get the most valuable block. I'll go into that in a second. What is a valuable block? I'll show you. But yeah, you'll be basically getting these tokens. So an example of that is, if you bought one of these, you'll be seeing stuff like this, all right? So the RSIC, and they're mining. So this is just going up and up and up. And these tokens are going to be dropping on the halving, and you're going to be able to sell them, okay? Which is very, very cool. And there's people front running in that right now. So for example, this is RSIC, people front running it. It's not actually out though, but you can actually buy it from other people, so that their allocation. And yeah, currently at a price of 3 cents, right? So obviously if you had quite a lot of these, right, as in some people were having millions or hundreds of thousands of these tokens, then you're getting a lot of money from just owning that NFT. Okay, so pretty cool, right? And obviously you're going to still be mining that and getting these rewards even if you after the halving, right? So as long as you own that NFT, the RSIC, they're very, very cool. And yeah, but you know, what can we see from this and what can we do with this information? So for example, I put this together for us, right, to break this down a bit. So what happens on the halving? Okay, so obviously you saw the countdown, we're in this area right now, okay, we're seeing Bitcoin stuff going on, and then boom, the halving happens, right? The halving, and this is exactly how it's all going to play out and how I see it going to happen. So these are the different ones what are going to try and fight for these blocks, okay? So Casey Radamore, which I showed you in the beginning, the guy who created the narrative, he has said that block 1 to 10 are basically like not touched, and he's going to create stuff on them, and it's not really going to have much impact basically. So these are all assigned to him, right? So nothing gonna happen with that, right? But everyone was originally trying to get the most valuable block on Bitcoin. So what happens with mining is, obviously you've got different blocks, and where these runes become valuable and why all these valuable is because it was is the first block after the halving, right? Then obviously Casey's messed it up a little bit for us, as in but this means that the block 11 is going to be more valuable, and anything after that is more valuable. So this is why I put this in black. So anything in black is really valuable, and the battle starts, right? So what it really comes down to, right, is this: who can afford the network at this point, right? So for you to be able to mint all these tokens and give it to everybody, then you need to have a lot of money for transaction fees on Bitcoin, because you need to make all those transactions to everybody. So the proven track record so far is RSIC, right? So this is RSIC logo. And RSIC actually managed to do that free. So they gave all these free NFTs to all the people who own ordinals. So yeah, basically certain ordinal NFTs, they've proven that they've got money, right? And from what I can see, also rune stones seem to have some money too. So I would put, look, these two in the battle forefront. So put this one here and this one here, because these two are already showing that they are about it, okay? And apparently there's a lot of rumors going around about the team of these people and how they they originally got one of the first blocks, right, last time. So they obviously know what they're doing, and obviously have a lot of money behind them. That's cool. The rest of these, I mean, I don't know that much about them, but I would put them down here, right? These two are your front runners right there, in my opinion. And obviously people are hyping this one right here, so maybe we put this one there. And yeah, so this is all what I would say you should care about. So as we go obviously further down in the blocks and stuff like that, so let's say you get the 5th block after halving, it's not as valuable, and then for example the 25th or something like that, it's not as valuable. But I think over time they will become more valuable. So it's a long-term strategy. If one of these gets the 1st block after the 10 to the 11th block, then it will be worth a lot, right? And the thing is, right, how do you get ahead of that? Well, you get ahead of it by actually just buying even an RSIC right here, so you can actually get the tokens, or you buy the runestone. Okay, not financial advice or anything like that. This is very risky because obviously still very early on inside of the narrative, and yeah, but this could be that 100x narrative that you're looking for, and not a lot of people know about. Only the OGs in crypto know about this stuff. I heard about this whole narrative from one of my OGs that actually originally showed me about Bitcoin way back in the day. I've been in crypto since 2016, and he's been in it 2013. So yeah, it was pretty good information. All right, and yeah, shout out to all you people who know about runes and are following this narrative. You know, big up to yourselves. Respect to all of you guys who are proper in the space and know about it. So yeah, but what do you guys think about this? Are you bullish on runes? Do you think this is a 100x play? Is it less or is it more? Like, you know, let me know in the comments down below. Would love to know your opinions about that. But also, if you are really struggling to find out what you should have in your portfolio, then I've got you covered. Check out this, okay? This is the cheat sheet. I made this cheat sheet. It's a major good data sheet that you can find. It's very easy to understand. So let me quickly show you a bit more about that. For example, this is my cheat sheet. I've reviewed over nearly 190 coins now, so 189. And yeah, I've basically gone in depth. So if you guys have never seen any of my videos before, I go in depth with research, right? This is what I do. I'm a UX researcher / designer by trade. I mean, and yeah, I'm just literally going into deep dive. So if I was to scroll right on this this form, you'll see all my scores, right? And I'm actually using something called the Moneyball strategy. So if you've ever seen the movie Moneyball or anything like that, then it's a strategy in how a baseball team basically had no money, right? And then they managed to get one of the best teams like in baseball history by doing this strategy, right? And also there's a guy who did this in the last cycle who turned 20k into 5 million. So this is a back-tested strategy, and yes, so far it is making us pretty damn well off, okay, in that side of the Patreon. So obviously if you're interested in trying to get this, then join the Patreon. Link is in the description. And yes, you can get the cheat sheet, as well as you can get my buy signals, my sell strategy, and yes, you can be part of the Discord, the VIP Discord. And yeah, we have a great community inside of there. It's not just me finding gems, we've got a whole bunch of other really good people finding them as well. So definitely come on by. But you might say to yourself, why would you care just how about a list of coins? Well, the greatest thing about this is you can filter, okay? So you can be like, okay, I want the top 20 new coins to the cycle, and this is literally the best scored coins, all right? Low caps, mid caps, but degen plays, all these different things, right? The opportunities are all inside of here. This is a absolute beast mode, honestly, if you ask me. And then yes, we've got ones which are not new to the cycle. So if some coins have been through a bull cycle before, then they'll be in here, but really good scoring coins. You've also got the top 10s inside of AI, the top 10s inside of gaming, real world assets, Bitcoin scaling solutions, NFTs, metaverse, ETH killers, Bitcoin killers, music, social media, many more. Okay, we've got a whole bunch for you. So yeah, definitely come and check that out. Would love to have you there, and yeah, it will be great to have you there. Okay, but yeah, let me know what you think overall of all this stuff. You know, is it a lot? Is it something you're thinking about getting into? Yeah, I'd love to hear what you think. But also the link is in the description for the cheat sheet, so don't forget that one. And yeah, but if I don't see you guys, I will see you at the top. Peace.